Yo, yo.
Make sure my mic on. There we go. There we go. I had my mic off for a minute, but now we back. Now we back. How everybody living out there? Shout out to the folks that's on YouTube. I see y'all jumping in the chat already. We got a super exciting night tonight. We got the Wavy Seals Elite in the building. All month long they be working on this record by another member. Gotta fix my mic thing. By another member of the Wavy Seals Elite, Suni. Suni gave us this record. I think Suni recorded this herself, if I'm not mistaken. And now we gonna mix it. Suni, did you record this yourself?
I did. I do have a home studio and recorded it myself. I hope it wasn't too hard for you guys to like make it sound good.
Well, tell us about your home studio setup.
Oh gosh. So I do have an I do have an Apollo Twin for the interface. I record on an iMac. I have a Bluebird mic and I have HS5 speakers.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep it real simple. I don't really have anything else.
That's a solid setup. What kind of acoustic treatment have you done in your recording space?
None really, because I'm always well, I used to always move because I was in the military for a long time.
Okay.
But I just work well to make sure my sound is perfect before I record anytime I move to a new location. So I have to tweak, my initial chain, because it's always a new room, but it sounds clean.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. So we looking forward to working on this mix today. We have a lot of members of the elites that did this. We got actually 11 mixes. So for everybody out there in YouTube land, this is what I need y'all to do. If you on YouTube, do me the biggest favor that you ever done me, right? Because I'm got a goal. I'm trying to get my Twitch up, right? So if you in YouTube land, go over to Twitch real quick. I think I put the wrong thing. But go over to Twitch. I'm about to put the link in the chat. Go over to Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. Cause I be going live. Over the last week, I probably went live like 3-4 times. So y'all gotta turn them notifications on. I be live on Twitch, just randomly mixing, just randomly out and about. I did a radio interview the other day that was mad funny that you can catch on Twitch. Well, you coulda, right? Cause I ain't saving them right now. I'm making it you either in there or you ain't, cause it'd be that uncut. So make sure y'all go over to the Twitch and check it out live, man. Before we get started with this mixing competition, though, I do want to shout out to the Wavy Seals Elites again. They've been working on this mix all month, man. And the Wavy Seals Elites is our community. It's a safe space for audio engineers, music producers, artists to network and build and grow your skills working with like-minded individuals, man. I always talk about how one of the biggest problems that I see with audio engineering today is that everybody is in their own little bubble, in their own little square, right? I know that's a song from somewhere. Type it in the chat if you know that. But everybody doing their own thing. And the problem with doing your own things, you ain't got nobody to bounce ideas off of. You ain't got nobody to give you feedback when you need it. So it's real hard to just get mixing feedback from your mama. That's one thing. So tap in with the Wavy Seals Elite if you want a community to build with, grow with, get involved in mixing competitions like this, and just learn new stuff, man. We always having meetings and chopping it up, doing lessons that y'all don't get on YouTube, that you don't get on Twitch. So tap into the Wavy Seals Elite, and don't forget that we all meeting up with about over 1,000 music producers, artists, and engineers just like you from all over the country and the world. Last year, people came as far as Africa, Canada, the islands, man, to be at MixNik in Atlanta, Georgia. It's happening July 25th and 26th. And I want to meet you there. I want to see you there. I want you to be there so that you can hang out with Young Guru, Leslie Brathwaite, Ben Thomas, Daniela Rivera, a whole bunch of other folks that I'm inviting out there to chop it up, to listen to y'all mixes. And I'm working on somebody super special for a mixing competition, man. Last year we had Ruben Vincent, who's a Rock Nation artist. We had We had a young guru and Ninth Wonders artist Ruben Vincent. He provided a song for the mixing competition, man. And shout out to Influential Lucas out in Orlando for winning that. But yeah, make sure you at MixNik July 25th to 26th. We got the early bird tickets. They all half off right now. And it's time for you to pull up, man. So tonight, what we doing is going to be a mixing competition, right? Since we got the artists in the building, we're going to be leaning heavy on Suni to help us out with judging this. But we also going to be leaning on y'all, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitch. We leaning on y'all to make sure that we get some actionable, valuable feedback on these mixes. Like, don't just be like, yeah, I think that was cool, or yeah, that sucked. This is a learning opportunity for everybody who has participated, and it's also a learning opportunity for everybody who's watching and judging these mixes on YouTube and on Twitch right now. The opportunity is literally a ear training skill, a critical listening skill that we all can build up and get better at. So take this time to participate, see how good you can listen and how well you can give advice and feedback on these mixes. I'm asking everybody on YouTube and everybody on Twitch as well to make sure that you write down, throughout the night. We're going to be having giveaways for whoever's the most active as well, man. I'm thinking maybe a free MixNik pass for somebody that's active on YouTube and Twitch, right? Actually, yeah, let's do that. So be active in the chat, give feedback, at least one positive comment like, hey, I really like this, and then have something that you can critique as well. What is something in every mix that you think could be better? A lot of times what we doing, even if the mix is good, it seems like it's nitpicky because we want to get down to the nitty gritty of it. We want to get down to the nuts and bolts of every little fine detail. So even if you're like, oh, I heard a click at 2 minutes, you might want to clean that up. Like, right? Everything. Don't think no comment is too small to give because we striving for perfection while we working on these mixes. So shout out to you if you are in YouTube land. Shout out to everybody that's on Twitch, man. And I appreciate all the followers that are coming over to Twitch, man. Again, I got a goal of hitting 150 followers on Twitch, so I need y'all cooperation in there. I need y'all help. Go ahead and tap in on Twitch. When I start giving out them tickets, I'm gonna give it out to whoever got the Twitch chat livest. All right, share this with somebody too, and let's get it, man. Wavy Seals Elite, y'all ready for the first mix?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Hold up. See, let me turn up. I had to turn that off. See now? Did y'all see that? I gotta renumber the mixes now. I done showed y'all the mixes. I done accidentally showed the mixes. It's supposed to be a complete blind mixing. So now y'all got me having to renumber the mixes, man. That's crazy. I did that. All right. It cool.
I didn't see anything. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, okay. But the thing about the live is you can rewind it and go back and then just pause the screen, zoom in, look, and all of that. So yeah, we ain't doing that. I'm about to fix that. So y'all give me 1 second. I'm gonna rename. I should have hit it. All right. Now, let me hide these track names, the clip names. Hide my clips list for anybody that's extra clever. Supposed to be clever, man. You can see which one I done selected, and then it'll show that it's selected in the clips list. Y'all ain't slick.
Nah, you good. It didn't even show us that screen. It took us to the group screen.
Oh, okay. Nah. It went to the Pro 2 screen. I saw it.
I just rewound the feed, and it wasn't there either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't see anything.
Nah,
Nah,
it didn't pop up.
It's cool. It cool.
Just
Well,
paranoid,
Mighty
bro.
Maid, we know your mix. Anyway,
That's true. You know which one's mine.
we know which one yours. Yours is easy to see. Let's see what I was about to do. Oh, okay. Boom. Not that.
See, and normally we cut it down to 2 minutes, so that's why I did it automatically. I
Yeah.
wanted my 2 minutes played.
Understood. You, hey, I ain't mad at that. You want the best 2 minutes that you want to represent. That's a
Right.
good technique. That's definitely a good technique. Hold up. Yo, what's popping though? Yo, Ben, what's the best thing about MixNik, man? Why I get this going?
Man, the community, the connections, man. You don't get a chance to really be around the people like from the highest up to the people on your same level to people just coming up. You get to make these connections with people that you never get to meet or see outside of here. Aside from that, you just walk away with, I don't know, a notebook full or more of tips, tricks, advice, techniques. And it doesn't stop just with engineering. It could be engineering, producing, life. Like you get a combination of everything when you go to mixing it, man. It's definitely the best thing going in the community. It's the best thing going, period. MixNik 25. If you haven't locked in or tapped in, you need to tap in. You got Ben Thomas, Young Guru, Leslie Brathwaite, Daniela Riviera. Last year we saw Gentine. Just I don't know. I could go on for a long time. Did you want things specific?
Nah, man, you killing it. You killing it. I'm just cooking over here. All right.
Oh, you're good. Yes, MixNik is on July 26th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
July
I'm
25th and
amped.
26th because we got the VIP night.
True. If you want to get that VIP night, which you should, you get that extra night of a special interaction and a special engineering course with a name yet to be announced.
It's gonna be some heat.
It's gonna be some heat. Last year we had Ben Thomas and we had people like Young Guru and Leslie Brathwaite in the room.
I'm
we were all just communicating.
I'm thinking. I'm trying to see if I want to do Leslie Brathwaite or Young Guru for that mixing night. I mean for the VIP night. Like who we want to see, man.
Either one, because the best part about last year was watching everyone interact from us in the community, people that we'd never met before. Young Guru asking Ben Thomas questions, that was cool. Like stuff that you won't ever really get to see in a normal setting.
Yeah, it might be kind of dope to see Young Guru after we saw Ben Thomas like last year, to where we got like the old school versus the new school, like with the methods, right?
Yeah. That's the thing too, man. There's so many different ways to do this. And like I think I was just getting into with somebody on on IG about just techniques and stuff like that. I'm just like, man, there's no way that it's all about the music in the end of the day, man.
Yeah.
But yes.
I saw you on the IG arguing with Buddy. I'm like, Ben about to get him.
I usually don't, but he came on my post, so.
No, I mean, but look, that's I like social media for that aspect, right? Because you can always like it's just engaging in healthy conversations, man. It's okay for folks to have differences of opinions, difference of methods. Like that's okay, and it should be okay for us to talk about it,
100%,
and debate about it and stuff like that, man. Everybody's so tight up.
Yeah, I would hate for anything to be the same, man. Otherwise, we would never grow and learn. That's the way we grow and learn, is by asking them questions like, "Oh, why are you doing like that?" And all of a sudden, that's a new technique you incorporate.
Facts, man, facts. All right, let's cook.
Sir.
All right, y'all. So again, if you're just joining us on YouTube or just joining us on Twitch, for one, if you on YouTube, I need you to go over to my Twitch and follow me on Twitch. Make sure you turn your notifications on because I'll be just randomly going live. I've done it several times throughout this last week, and just have your notifications on. You never know what you're going to get over on Twitch. Turn it on. I don't save them. I just pop in, do some wild stuff, and pop off, okay? So not too wild. No Diddy. But yes, Twitch, it goes down. Tonight, though, what I want from y'all, everybody on the chat, I want you to please give me your best feedback, man. And whoever, let's give away 2 tickets to MixNik tonight, to MixNik, July 25th and 26th in Atlanta. I got 2 tickets to give away. And I want y'all to keep the chat active, give some actionable feedback again on everything. Try to give at least one criticism, at least, no matter how petty you think it is. Like, try to criticize at least one thing in a helpful way, and also tell us what you like about every mix at the same time. So here we go. We got our first mix coming up, and this is Mix A, simply known as Mix A. Let's get it.
I told him, you need me, I'm what you waited for. I got it, you need it, I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it, I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you can tell. Like it the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well, but you were getting oversold. You were getting oversold. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it, babe. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it, babe. For sure. For sure. For sure. I told him, you need me, I'm what you waited for. I got it, you need it, I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it, I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you can tell. I get the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well, but you were getting oversold. You were getting oversold. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? I can do right by you. I can do right by you. I see love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright for sure? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? Can I do right by you? Can I do right by you? I see love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you.
Yeah.
All right. That's first mix. Elise, what y'all thinking?
I'm thinking vocals, some effect going on with the vocals. I think you should have been in and out versus going through the whole thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, and what I do like is when the vocals it goes out, it's like and then it fades out, then it comes back in. I like that little thing that person did to it. It's hard to explain, but the vocal kind of like fade out, and then like the rest of it fades back in. I like that. Other than that, it's the vocals. I'm gonna save something for somebody else. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Ben, you got something?
Yeah. So I don't know if they use the track outs or they use the wave. But I thought the kick could have been definitely hit harder on this one. It could have kept him up. I know it's not like significantly, just enough to make you go like this, like it should have that. And then like I felt like the dynamics might have been squashed in the vocal. And that might have been because they were trying to tame the upper frequency. The F, like you could hear it kind of, it's like it's kind of crackly a little bit. So I don't.
Effect.
Yeah, it's like I think
I
it's
thought
because
it
they were
was.
trying to like get that out, and they might have like squashed the dynamics, and it caused like a weird like phasing issue. Um, but yeah, I mean that's really all I had. I liked everything. I thought the bounce was good. It definitely had a groove and it was smooth. So just those two things, really.
Okay. Right on, right on. Let's go to Suni, the artist. The artist on this record. What's your feedback?
Yes. I think I love when the mix has the vocals spread around so that they're not in the center. Because I like when I can like hear something from the left or the right, and like it just shows that good divide. I don't know if everybody else heard, though. I don't know if this is what you meant, Ben, with what you said, but there was a bit of a latency thing on my end. I don't know if anybody else heard that, but it sounded clean to me. It sounded good.
Okay.
I also love the delay effects. It's one of my favorites.
So you saying that like the timing of the vocals didn't match the music?
Yeah.
Okay, so it might have been a thing to where they imported the 2-track, I mean the multi-track, and didn't properly line it up, and so you probably hearing that, or it was a delay compensation issue. But since knowing that there was multi-tracks to this to import, it probably was an issue with kind of setting it up.
The timing, yeah.
And those are kind of things that the artist is gonna notice like right off, man. I've worked with some artists that they be like, "Yo, man, did you nudge my vocals by 2 milliseconds? Like by 2 samples? Like literally nudge it back, like whatever." Like nah. Some artists are super particular about the pocket that they're in. All right, cool. Gemini. Anybody else? I see Gemini. You got to unmute it. I thought you might have wanted to add something.
No, I mean, as a Jersey native, that Jersey club beat, that kick has to be buzzing. So I mean, they already touched on that. That was my main critique for what could be better. I think the groove was pretty solid overall. Like it kept me involved. I didn't get bored. I didn't, there wasn't anything that stood out that bothered me, so to speak. And I think I saw some people saying that it was a little phasey. I may have gotten that. I don't know if it was just my listening environment, but I see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
I did catch that. I don't know if that's what Mixer was talking about, that effect. I don't know if it was an effect or if it was, like a technical error. I don't know what it was, but those are my main two things that I would look into fixing. But otherwise, I mean, you're on the right track as far as groove goes.
Yeah, man. My notes are real similar to, pretty much what everybody else is saying. One of the main things was definitely the vocals. Obviously, if there's vocals on a record, it's gonna be the most important part of the record. So they gotta be really special. They weren't like terribly off, but yes, that kind of flangey, phasey sound. I think it probably comes from like using some type of chorus effect, which is cool. But you gotta like really like cut out those low mids on that, because then you get that, it's really, I like to kind of just hear that kind of chorusy effect up more in the high end kind of frequencies. Otherwise it's starting getting that warbly kind of sound that is unpleasing. But I definitely wanted more dynamics as well, so that's that kick and the percussion. Just, it's a dance track. Like you wanted to be able to dance to it. Some stuff I did like though was like the ad libs, like that movement, the panning, the way stuff was moving around. Even I felt like the reverb was in a nice space in this mix too. So the balance was not bad at all. We just want to get those drums to kind of really pop a little bit more. Let's take a look real quick at what they talk about on YouTube. DDC12 says it could be the device that I'm using, but it seems like The kick is a little buried, just a little. No, I don't think it's the device. I'm using a device too, these Focal 610s. And I think it was just a little, it might have been a little tucked in there, man. Would love for you to pan the background vocal, says Passport Scoop. Not sure if it's just the vocalist, but it sounds a little nasally. Song got me crying though. Okay. Jerry Pro, good work. The bass vibe. I kind of like to hear too much. I kind of hear too much phase. Okay. I'm sorry. I can't read, y'all. That's why I got into music. All right, cool. Yo, make sure y'all don't forget to follow and tap in on Twitch. We live streaming on Twitch in a little bit after we get through a couple of these mixes. I appreciate y'all feedback. Keep giving the feedback. We're going to get to the feedback on Twitch next. So if you on YouTube and you didn't go over to Twitch yet, go over there, get some feedback. We're going to read the Twitch feedback on the next mix. Shout out to y'all for following and subscribing my Twitch channel. We also going to be giving away 2 tickets to MixNik throughout the night. So one of them, when we get halfway through, let's give out one of these tickets to MixNik for whoever is keeping the chats the livest. All right, share this live video, and let's listen to the next mix.
I told him you need me, I'm what you waited for. I got it, you need it, I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it, I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you can tell. I get the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well. But you were getting oversold. You were getting oversold. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it, babe. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it, babe. For sure. For sure. For sure. I told him you need me, I'm what you waited for. I got it, you need it, I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it, I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you can tell. I get the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well. But you were getting oversold. You were getting oversold. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? I can do right by you. I can do right by you. I see love, not like before. Can I do right by you? Can I do right by you? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? Can I do right by you? Can I do right by you? I see love, not like before. Can I do right by you? Can I do right? You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you.
All right, that's mix number 2. Mix number 2, man.
Clean. That was clean.
Yeah.
That was like super clean. Like the reverb was like low. It was there, but but like I hear somebody on Twitch, a little bit more delay on it, a little bit more effects on reverb on certain parts. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But that's my 2 things right there.
Okay. Who else got some feedback from that?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I was feeling like it was very clean, very well balanced, and it was very intimate. I did want some more space in it, more reverb, as they say, more just effects, because her her ad-libs are, you know, they could be everywhere and they're so beautiful. I would want to hear them a little bit more, just milking the ear candy, because she just you know, she really put in that work on them ad-libs. And as a singer, you know how you want your, you know, you want to hear a little bit more dimension to it.
Yeah.
And but it was a really solid mix.
Okay. Riggedy, what you think about that mix? What Memphis got to say? You muted, bro. Unmute.
Bro, one prepared.
Hey, man, look, I'm calling them out. Shout
I'm
out to
messing with you,
everybody on
bro.
Twitch. Y'all give the feedback. We about to jump into that feedback, too. Wink, you with us? You ain't know you was getting called. You ain't know you was getting called on, man. I like to call those in the back of the class, you know.
Nah, he's trying. He's trying to get that thing unmuted.
All right, man. While we
I
doing
see him
that,
talking.
let's see what we talking about on Twitch real quick, man. Wink, just jump in whenever you're ready. So, Cookies and Chaos say the kicks and drums are much better, but I want more from the vocals. Man, you literally stole my feedback, right? Like, literally, I'm going to interject my feedback now, and it really is that I think that the percussion, that music mix was really good. Like, you know, I like the kick, the percussion, all of that was feeling good, but the vocals felt lackluster. And that is where it fell apart. Like the music, man, I can dance to that, but the vocals, man. Who else? Mac After Death says definitely need something more on the vocals, but the beat sounded solid AF. Man, all right. So it seemed like the consensus are in on that one for the most part. A Cookie says also some panning on the background vocals. All right, I think we got Wink in the building.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna use my phone speaker. My phone mic, but yeah, I feel like that was a good, safe, balanced mix. I did like where the kick was kind of hitting it. I did want more space in the vocals, a little more, ear candies and different stuff like that. But it was a nice, balanced mix. It was clean too.
Okay. Right on, man. Yeah. Suni, what's your thoughts on this mix? Can't forget the artists in the building.
I literally have the same thing to say. And for anybody else I ever work with in the future, I do leave room for those kinds of effects because I know I like to hear them on my songs. So I do leave room for delay and reverb. So I would like to hear that as well, more on this one.
Okay, yes. Every singer, you know, that's what I always get in trouble with. Whenever I'm working on Lydia mix, she's like, yo, it need to be wet more. Like more of whatever's happening, give me more. More singers can never have enough reverb, right? Sometimes it's too much. All right, let's keep cooking, y'all. Yo, shout out to everybody on YouTube. Make sure y'all go and tap into my Twitch, man. I'm a Twitcher now, if that is the official term for it. A Twitch user, a streamer, what do we call it, right? When you on Twitch, man. So basically, man, yeah, I just be popping on Twitch, doing random things, living my life, showing you my day-to-day, doing mixing, working with clients, and whatever we doing, man. Out promoting MixNik, which is going to be happening July 25th and 26th in ATL. And we happen to be giving away 2 tickets so that you can come down to Atlanta and learn live and in person from Leslie Brathwaite and Ben Thomas and Young Guru, you know what I'm saying? Some folks like that. So yeah, come. Now we cooking up a mixing competition too that, man, it's gonna be a one that you don't want to miss. When I announce his name, don't wait till it's too late. When I announce his name, then you're going to try to get your tickets and then realize the tickets might be sold out, man. So go ahead and tap into the early bird special for MixNik right now. All the tickets are half off right now. Get registered for that, man. I see y'all in ATL. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitch, too. Let's keep going, though. This is the Wavy Seals Elite Mix of the Month. I need y'all feedback in the chat. I need y'all to give us some actionable feedback, man. Give at least one thing that you like about the mix, one thing that you feel could be improved on every mix.
I told him you need me about it, babe. For sure. For sure. For sure. I told him you need me. I'm what you waited for. I got it. You need it. I got that type of love. I saw it. Believe it. I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you can tell. I get the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well. But you were getting overshadowed. You were getting overshadowed. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? I can do right by you. I can do right by you. I see love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright for sure? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? Can I do right by you? Can I do right by you? I see love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you.
Uh-oh.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Hold up.
Right.
Go ahead. Go
Right.
Only thing I'm gonna
Right.
say is that that's gonna be on the King of the Hill.
ahead. Oh, when we doing the King of the Hill, that one's
That's
gonna be
gonna
one of
be-
the contenders.
Yep.
I can't see how it wouldn't be. I can't see how it wouldn't be.
Yeah, that was cold.
Whoever that is, that's perfect on the reverb, delays. Yeah, that's I heard the low end part, like I read the notes. It had that bait and that little part supposed to keep that little chopping screwed.
Yeah.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, it's in there.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
I second that, man. I was trying to find stuff. The only thing I could really find is just maybe make it a little tighter together. But like overall, man, that had the width, the punch, like the vocal sounded good. I liked everything. It was smooth, man. The high end, they really did a good job taming that S frequency. Solid mix. Great work.
I don't know who mixed that one, but it's definitely fire. Sony, what you think about that one?
I actually really like that one.
I was seeing her face. I was looking at her face expression as she was playing it. She was
Yeah, because I'm taking notes for all the songs. So that's why it looks so intense. But there was an effect that was on the bridge that I didn't think to use. It sounded like a phaser. That sounded really good. That
Okay.
sounded really good.
Okay. Look, man, and then after this, if you decide like, you know what, I like a couple of these mixes, man, we can put the mixers together to collab and bring it all together for the final project, man. Yeah. So my note, I think that mix was feeling really good. Like it felt really, really good. But since I got a nitpick, I had two things. Like pretty much everything else was good. Everything else was good besides what I'm thinking here. For one, I wish that low chopped and screwed vocal, I wish that you would have like committed to it. Like it seemed like whoever mixed that, it's like you wasn't sure, like, should it be like out front? Should I play it safe? It seemed like it was a little safe, and it could have just been a little spicy in certain areas. If it had it been like just turned up a little bit, maybe compressed a little harder, to just be a little bit more like, yeah, I'm really here, versus kind of like trying to decide. Commit to that and make it a feature versus kind of being safe with it.
I was the opposite. I want to bring it down a little bit though.
You think so? Sony, what you think?
I was gonna say bringing it down on certain parts because I love the low tone. I will always ask for it to be on my songs, but
Okay.
I do think it can take away from the intention of the sound,
Okay.
the softness of it.
Got you. Yeah. So I'm thinking like mainly in them spots where it was kind of acting like an ad lib. So like some spots it was like, being like an octave in there, like singing the same part. But in a couple of parts it was like kind of more like an ad lib to where that was the only thing kind of happening. And in those areas I feel like it could have just kind of jumped out. But you the artist. And if you don't like it, then we got to turn it down.
I did like it though. I did like it though.
Dope. Yeah, and then the other thing I did, I think it was a small thing, like it was a little bit shushy, right? Kind of little bit of kind of crunchiness in that like top end, a little bit, like just kind of getting a little clouded in there. It could have been cleaned up just a little bit, but that's a minor thing. But that mix was solid.
So that's what I was gonna say. That sound you was talking about, the noise.
Yeah. Anybody else got any feedback? Let's before we get to back to the elites, if y'all have anything more to add, let's just say, let's just say.
I think that mix was jumping though. It was popping. Everything was hitting.
Yeah.
Everything in the background was jumping left to right, so the vocals got to sing a little bit. You know what I mean? It was a different kind of feeling. Every song got a vibe. Everyone you're gonna have is a different vibe to sing stories, just a different dance. But that was dancing.
Facts. Musically MC on Twitch says the kick is really hitting. I can't see what it says because something is blocking it. It say something are sitting, wish they could have added a little more reverb. I love how hard the panning too. How I heard the panning too. I told y'all I can't read.
I said that the kick is really hitting, vocals are sitting. Let me help you out. I said,
forget you musically.
Yo, bro, you made me sound crazy. I said the kick is really hitting, vocals are sitting. Wish they could have added a little bit more reverb, and I love how the panning was hitting too.
It sounded like you was rapping.
I'm a rhyming, man.
Right. The kick was hitting, the vocal was sitting, a little more reverb to make it all thicken, you know. Mac After Death on Twitch says, yo, the panning was dope as well. Musically also says, I love how I heard the panning too. Okay, there was another same thing. Yep. A little more reverb. On YouTube, y'all should be over on Twitch. I told y'all I should go. Ultra says it felt timid. You might be referring to that low end bass part that I was talking about. It just felt like it just wasn't sure to me. It was like, dang, you either commit or back it off. Maybe that was the thing. It was in a weird in between space, right? To where if it's gonna play the background, let it play the background and be like a textural element. But since it was like kind of up, it's like, yo, either go all the way with it or back it off and let it tuck and be felt, right? So maybe that's the discrepancy that we have in here. Sony probably feel like it should be tucked more. My initial thoughts was to bring it up more, but yeah, I'm thinking it was like in a weird purgatory to where it just ain't fit where it was at. It probably just needs to either come down or come up. All right, the synth could have more presence, all right? Jerry Pro says, the mix is fire. I love the detail in the tail of the reverb and delay. Emmy James on YouTube says, I love this mix. If you're on YouTube and you ain't follow me on Twitch yet, man, look, you never know when I'm just gonna go live on Twitch. So go follow me and put the notifications on, because I just be popping on with no warning. You know, no warning, shots fired. Here we go though. Let's get back to the next mix. That was mix C. We about to go to mix D. Here it is.
For sure, I told him you need me. you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you can tell. I get the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well, but you were getting oversold. You were getting oversold. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? I can do right by you. I can do right by you. I see love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright for sure? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? Can I do right by you? Can I do right by you? I see love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you.
That was Mix D. Let's go straight to the artist. Suni, what you think about that? I'm gonna let you take the floor first and give us your feedback on that mix.
I will say I didn't know how to respond to it because there was a lot of stuff I've never heard before. That was so creative. I don't know what that effect is called. I think Mixer called it drops. I like that a lot. Like
Yeah.
maybe not as many times as it was in there, but yeah, like Mixer said. But there were some parts that it definitely fit. I would say my vocals might have been a little bit too loud in some places.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
Say
like
it with your chest.
I'm saying it, but
Right, say it.
maybe a little too crispy at the top. I don't know.
Harsh. I think harsh is the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought about chips, but yeah.
Crunchy, because it was
Crunchy.
it was a little piercing, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No shade on whoever mixing it, but these are words that was coming to my head as I was listening to it.
But it was good. I like the creativity of that. I've never heard those effects before.
Dope. Yeah, man. I definitely think whoever mixed that record, like you went super hard with the creativity of the production, which was dope. Like all the drops and stuff. Like Suni said, it might have been a little much, right? Especially when you mixing for an artist who has been listening to this song one way, and then now this is almost a completely different production with the way that the beats start moving so much. So I can definitely understand that can be off-putting for an artist to hear the song like that. So, you know, maybe a little bit more sparing with those effects, but I think that they were executed well when they did happen. Yeah, but the vocal treatment, there was just a lot of like top end pierciness that would just make this kind of hard to honestly listen to, you know, especially over and over. That's one thing that we wanted. There's like whistly almost was a word that I put in my notes, is that it had like some whistly frequencies that you could hear. So you want to kind of tame that high end resonance for sure, because you don't want folks to be ear fatigued after listening to the song the first time. They might not be able to vocalize why they don't want to play it again, but then they won't want to play it again after hearing it like that, because of those frequencies are kind of hurting, especially if you like to listen to music loud. But yes, otherwise, like I think the balance of the music was great. There was some special moments happening with the when it was like you ain't gotta worry. There was like a stack happening right there that I felt like the texture of the harmonies was really good. You know, the layering of it, that felt really good. A lot of the placement and the pannings of the vocals too, like it felt good. It was just, you know, the fact that those piercing frequencies. Elites, yeah. Anybody else? Go ahead, Sony. You have something else to add? Okay. Any of the other elites got something to add?
I like the wave effect, how the beat kept coming in and out, washing.
Yeah. This feels like real. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I thought.
And it was clear.
That's why I thought that was too much of that waviness coming out. I feel like it was coming out too much. It was doing that too much.
Yeah. Just a little bit less on that, huh? Dope.
I guess I didn't get too much of the high end problems because I immediately turned it down a little bit, so it probably was in response to the high end biting. I did love the drops, but it was just too frequent. When you doing drops like that, I would kind of automate the vocals to go down a little bit too, so you kind of achieve that same balance. But I did enjoy the mix.
All right. Let's go take a look at some of the comments on Twitch right now. They say, yo, man, Sony, Musically say, yo, this song is fire, Sony. Now, I definitely think the song is fire, and the beat, whoever produces, that's fire too, man. That joint is rocking. And your vocal production is nice on it too, what you added to it. Other comments say, yo, smooth. That was smooth. That's Let's Go. Smooth with a V. Ains Boogie say, I like the intros. Vocals are a bit loud, but having the use of a phaser to get, but loving, look, it's far away too, y'all. Forget y'all, okay? Loving the use of a phaser to get a track a different dimension. The use of breaks is dope too, okay? Let me zoom this in. There we go. I got the comments on another screen that is kind of far away. I know it sound like an excuse for my poor reading skills, but it's cool. Don't judge me. Judge yourself.
They got hooked on phonics for grown-ups.
They do? You would know.
Bro.
Hooked on phonics. It worked for me. Shout out to anybody that know what Hooked on Phonics is, man. Shout out to all the people that's viewing on YouTube right now. If you don't know and you on YouTube, I appreciate you being on YouTube, but I'm also trying to get my Twitch up. And in a couple more mixes, I'm about to give a free MixNik ticket away to somebody who is keeping the Twitch stream live. So go over to Twitch. If you ain't already following me on Twitch, I got it in the comments here. I'm going to put it again. Follow me on Twitch. Keep it jumping over there. Keep it jumping on YouTube. Tell a friend to come and join the Wavy Seals Elite so that you can participate in the next Mix of the Month. We do this every single month. To where we break down these mixes, man. If you just came in and you in the chat, what we looking for from you is actionable feedback. You know, what do you like about the mix? What is something that can improve on the mix? Give us some feedback. We're going to vote for a winner at the end, so stick around. Make sure you're taking notes. Remember what mixes you like, maybe even come up with a little rating system. But we'll give a little preview of them all at the end, so you ain't got to worry about, ear fatigue and stuff. That's also why I'm doing a lot of talking in between. I feel like this helps to break it up, so we're not hearing so much mixes back to back to back and losing our point of reference. So we about to get into the next mix, though. Right now, this is Mix E. Mix E. We just heard Mix D. This is Mix E, man. This is a blind mixing contest for the Wavy Seals Elite.
Take me
All right, that was Mix E. I'll start off with some feedback on Mix E, man, because Mix E, there was a lot of good stuff happening, especially with the music, man. In my opinion, I really liked how the music felt on that. I was hearing depth in the percussion, like, and it had dynamics to it. Like, I felt the percussion back here and to the sides, and I really enjoyed it. What's up?
I guess Suni, you got feedback first.
Okay, no problem.
What happened?
I think I thought he was muted too, yeah.
I'm
The
muted.
beat actually overpowered me.
Oh, hold on, my bad.
You muted on Zoom, Wavy.
Oh, my bad. I'm muted on Zoom, but I'm still, yeah. My bad. I just was muted on the Zoom call. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, what I was saying though, was that I like how how that beat sounded, right? With the percussion. I was talking about how I like the dynamics of it and the depth of the percussion. I was able to really feel it. Like that extra percussion had some low end girth to it, which was really dope. So yeah, I think that it felt good. But my note on the vocals was that I feel like the lead vocal got muted. And then I was just hearing like all the effects and stuff like that, like all the wetness of it. I feel like if we just had a nice dry vocal right there in the center of all of that was happening, like the width and everything was good, man. I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake and then the lead vocal got muted. And if it was, then everything else would have been dope though, because it just didn't feel like there was a lead in there. What you think, Suni? I think he was on something similar.
Yeah, I actually also think the beat stems maybe were not balanced all the way, because the percussion sounded decent, but I think there were some other elements of the beat that were a little bit too loud in comparison to other parts. But yeah, I was pretty low. But there was an effect I did hear. It sounded like a flanger. But that sounded really good. I did like that.
Okay.
It was a clean mix.
Clean mix, yeah. Elites, who else got some feedback for that?
Yeah. I actually went opposite of you, Wavy. I thought even though everything like the kick, everything was hitting, it did feel like it was overpowering to the point where the vocals got lost in the mix. Like, and when things did pop out, like the background effects, like those throws, like they did some really dope stuff, like on those throws. Like I don't even know what they used exactly, the reverbs and different things, but it was coming out really nice. So I felt like the low end, like the percussion elements, I think it could have been dropped probably like for this song, for the feel of this song, especially like probably like a dB or 2 dB, so everything sat in the pocket right. I just felt like it was this song probably didn't need that heavy of a hitting low end.
Percussion was a little too heavy.
Just too much, man. But the width was there. Everything else there. Like if you drop it down in volume, I think it was perfect though. Yeah. Like the sound of it was awesome, but it just needed to be dropped down in volume.
Yeah, I can ride with that. Or have a powerful lead on there. You know what I mean? I was like, maybe, you know, but either way, the vocals was, you know, buried behind the music. That's for sure.
Yes. Yeah, I felt like if they would have brought the vocals up in this case though, that high end that sound would have started really being piercing. So I understood. I think a lot of the moves, and I think that's why I said in this case I would have turned the beat the low end down.
Understood. What's up, Elites? What else y'all got?
Yeah, what I had was pretty much the almost same thing you said. It sounded like an outstanding show mix. It sounded like it kind of had a rendering issue going on with it. Well, a bouncing issue. But if their lead vocal was there, it would have been there too. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's see who ain't called on yet. Ryan Ford, what you think about that mix? If you talking, I can't hear you. We're gonna give you the 3, 2, 1. Then we're gonna go to Mighty Maid.
Man, it wasn't bad. I did feel the vocals were a little bit low, which maybe they kind of didn't tame the high end as well due to that, or they may have pushed it a little bit farther, which was causing a little bit of the high end issue in her vocal. I think if the vocals would have been turned up, a lot of the instruments were sitting well. I think that was really the biggest issue. It was too low and kind of bright at the same time for that.
Yes, Sunni. In Twitch though, thank you for your feedback, Gemini. In Twitch, oh no, I'm sorry, that wasn't Gemini, that was Mighty Maid. I was about to read Gemini's Twitch comment though. Gemini on Twitch says, yo, that's a Jersey club kick for show. The mix is too loud, distorted, but that kick is kicking. I wish the vocals could cut off, could have, damn public schools. I wish the vocals could have sat better in the mix because it wasn't really that bad. It really wasn't bad, okay? Jeez, man. Over on YouTube, man, Jersey Pro, who's been keeping the chat live, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jersey Pro and the bit Jerry Pro. You know what? I'm about to I'm moving this thing down so I can see.
Hey,
Dang,
bro.
I'm not gonna be out here looking like I can't read all night. All right. Jerry Pro say the mix E punchy beat vocals are like far in the mix. The beat overpowers the vocals. Yep, that's something that we already been saying. Stingray and friends say I clicked on your Twitch as instantly before you said that. LOL. Yeah, shout out to everybody that's on YouTube going over to the Twitch, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. We over there. We hit a goal. We hit one of our goals of hitting 120 followers on Twitch. Yes, I know it should be more. I know you were thinking that, and I think so too. So let's go and tell somebody, and you as well, follow me on Twitch so we can gang up whenever I'm going live on Twitch. All right. Bet. Let's keep it jumping though. That is the feedback from Mix E, and we ready. What come after E? Since I don't know my alphabet and stuff, you know. Help me out. What's it, Mixer? What come after E? F? All right, fine. Here go Mix F.
I told him you need me, I'm what you waiting for. I got it, you need it, I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it, I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you can tell. Look at the way they made you feel.
Mixer.
King of the Hill.
Go
King of
ahead,
the
man.
Hill.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the King of the Hill. That's
Yeah.
gonna be. That's it. Like that's. I was trying to find something. I couldn't find nothing.
Yeah,
The effects was perfect. Going too much. Everything's clean. The effects that was on there. It wasn't a lot. It was nice.
I definitely echo that, man. I love the effects. They went crazy. They were like perfectly timed, and they made sense, and they sounded good. But one thing I was gonna say is, critique wise, possibly, man, I just probably more reverb, either definitely on the background vocals, just to have them things like have through space, and then maybe a little bit more on the lead vocal. But other than that, man, I love that mix. Great mix.
Okay. Suni, what's your thoughts? Got the artist in the building, man. Shout out to the artist, Suni, one of the Wavy Seals Elite members, for tapping in with us. We always want to know like what the artists think about the mix, because at the end of the day, we ain't mixing for other engineers, right? We mixing for the general public. We mixing to make sure that artist vision come to life. While we appreciate all y'all feedback, we definitely do. We gotta know what Suni say. So Suni, what you say?
I love this mix. I think it's like, I don't know, it's like hard, but it's like, what's the other one that we liked? Mixy. I think it was Mixy. It's between those two.
Okay.
So far. Yeah. I don't know what to say about it. I don't have any critiques.
Okay. Any other elites got some feedback for us?
What's up?
Chris McGee, what up, man?
Doing well, y'all. I felt like in the beginning there was some kind of effect going on that was causing some kind of comb filter, and it just made me. I was just felt a little strange. But during the second, like when that breakdown came in, and with like the low vocal production and stuff, like the breakdown came in like kind of the second half near the end, it went away, and oh my God, it was so fire.
Okay. It was definitely some dope moments in there, in that mix. Like I liked a lot about it. The only negative critique that I actually wrote down was that I ain't necessarily like the DJ scratches. I feel like
didn't either. I thought they were in weird spots.
Yeah, that's what I had wrote down. I was like, man, I think that could have, they felt like maybe samples or something that was just kind of dropped in there versus something that, like a DJ would have necessarily done. But yeah, other than that, I feel like the mix was pretty well balanced, man. It felt good. Besides what everybody else had to add, there was some minor things, but that was the main thing that threw me off was the scratches. Cool, y'all. So yeah, I think we about halfway through we halfway through these mixes. Yeah, if my public school serves me, yeah, we about halfway there, man. We at mix F, we about to go to G. We only got down to K to go. So at this halfway spot, let's do a giveaway. Pew, pew, pew. Yo, if you want to come to MixNik, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch right now, if you want to come to MixNik, I need to see some fire in the chat. Whether you're on YouTube or Twitch and you want to pop out to ATL on a free ticket nonetheless. Let's see some fire in the chat, man. While we do that, while we get all that fire going and we warm it up in the chat, I want to know, I want to hear from one of the elites that's been to MixNik last year. Who went to MixNik last year? Lex Ghost? Were you in there? Yeah, you was there. You was there.
The last two.
Who was that? Musically?
Musically was there. Wink was there.
All right, that's what I'm
was
saying.
there.
Let me know. So musically, you
I
was
was
in the
there.
building. Tell me what happened last year at MixNik musically. Where your camera at?
Oh yeah, I'm ironing my clothes right now for work, but
All right, that's cool.
But I'm here. First of all, y'all gotta get the oxtail. The oxtail truck is lit. But you get to network with a lot of people, other audio engineers, other artists, and stuff like that. It's like a whole day event. I really enjoyed MixNik and got to meet Wavy Wayne in person for like the first year. We got to perform. Then the second year it was like back to back, like everything was just like a vibe for MixNik. But you have to bring JD for MixNik this year.
Jermaine Dupri?
Yes.
All right, say less.
All right.
We already working. We cooking.
Let's get it.
I ain't know. Did I tell you that, or you just came out of nowhere with that?
No, because I always tell you that.
All right, say less.
Yeah, she always saying that.
All right, look, man, let's get JD in the building then, man. Let's get JD in the building. I don't think that's too hard to do, man. Even though he is a legend, you know, a GOAT. Shout out to all the fire in the chat, man. J Nation. Right. You know what? Second note on these free MixNik tickets, you know, y'all want JD? Early bird special is going on right now, man. All the MixNik passes are half off right now. It's definitely the best time to get it, the best time to secure your flight, your hotel stays. We're going to have some probably in the next coming week. We're going to be sending out to everybody who's on my email list our discounted group hotel rates that we're going to have so that you can get discounted hotel stays when you travel out here to Atlanta, for anybody that want to stay at the official MixNik hotel in downtown Atlanta. All right, so let's definitely do that. You know what? I'm feeling real generous right now, so I think I want to give away 2 MixNik passes, one on Twitch and one on YouTube. Yo,
hey, MixNik a vibe. You have to get it.
Shout out to J Nation in the chat on YouTube. He said he want to join the Wavy Seals Elite. So, man, come on and join us, man. Come on and join us. But this first MixNik pass is gonna go to Jerry Pro on YouTube. Jerry Pro, shoot me an email, Wayne@WavyWayne.com. Shoot me an email, Wayne@WavyWayne.com. Congratulations, Jerry Pro on YouTube, because you've been in the chat since we started. You've been in the chat since we started. Shout out to you. This next pass, keep that fire coming. This next pass, who we giving it to? Who we gonna get this to, man? We got a pass for. Let me look through the chat. On Twitch. I'm over on Twitch now. I'm on Twitch now. Where the flames at, man? We got a pass for Mixed by Gemini. Let's go. Mixed by Gemini, one of our Wavy Seals Elite members. You in there, Jerry Pro, congratulations. Mixed by Gemini, congratulations on that. Let's go. Make sure y'all keep the chat active all night. We just gave away 2 passes to the MixNik that's happening July 25th and 26th at ATL. And we got more. We halfway through tonight, so make sure y'all keeping notes. We need y'all on YouTube and Twitch to help us pick a winner for this Mix of the Month competition. So please don't go nowhere. Share this live. And if you ain't already, go and follow me on Twitch. Do that, because I'll be going live on there. You never know when. You never know what I'm about to do. So let's get it, man. We on to the next mix. This is Mix G. Okay.
Yeah, that one was nice. It was some little high end crunching going on a little bit when all the harmonies came in on one part, but other than that, it was nice. I liked it.
Okay.
Are we coining the crunching term?
Hey, if crunch is what you hear, then that's what you hear. Young Drew Gaming, what up on Twitch? Go ahead. What you thinking? What you thinking, Sony?
I'm thinking for that one, I think the placement with the can I be at the beginning? I would take that out. But I would say that there were some great effects added. I love excuse me. I love it was like a muffling kind of effect I heard in there that sounded really good. There was also some elements that I've only really heard in other genres that you added. So that was really pretty. It was like I don't even know how to describe it or what portion of the song it was, but that was really nice.
Dope. Yeah, I love when a mixer, takes influences from other genres and crosses it over. That helps to create a unique sound. Something that I was thinking was definitely the effects, the creativity was up there. I think that, it was very creative mix. One of my notes was that I wish it had more reverb. Like, I think that lead vocal just needed to be just a little bit more reverberant, and that would have just helped to kind of fill in the whole mix. It felt a little dry, but there was some really dope, like, delay stuff and chopped up kind of stuff that was happening in the background. Elites, what other thoughts?
That's definitely something I think I've been listening for. Is like when the vocals stop, I'm just waiting for the reverb to carry like through to the next word, basically. So I think that definitely a little bit more reverb. I really like that effect that they did of the reverb on the instruments. I think it was like that was hard. Like that was dope.
Yeah, that's
but
dope.
And that man, I thought the kick again. It sounded great. It did. I just think it could have been turned down a little bit because it already had the punch. So you already got that. You're already rocking. So just turn down a little bit. Everything else kind of fall in place.
Okay. What else we got? YouTube, Twitch. Make sure y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments about that last mix. Elites, what else y'all got? I know it's something.
I was gonna say I felt like they were addressing the sort of lower mid buildup in the beat and addressing the higher sort of harshness in the vocal maybe a little too much in both places, and I felt like the mix had it cold, but it was going all in the right places, but it just sounded like maybe slamming too many frequencies really hard out of the vocal or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, the distortion as well maybe would have worked better as parallel or with some dry mix, and it was just hitting a little hard when the volume got higher.
Roger that. Dope, man. Let's keep it going. Don't forget we got more MixNik passes to give away, so keep that chat active. Keep giving us that feedback on YouTube. Keep it jumping on Twitch as well. If you on YouTube and you ain't following me on Twitch yet, then and you ain't like this, like what's really good, that's what I'm trying to understand. Like what is good, what are we doing? Let's get to the next mix though. We got another mix. It don't stop. The Wavy Seals Elite Mix of the Month competition is happening right now. We on to mix this H, right? Yeah, we just did G. Here we go. Shout out to the public school systems.
I doubt that you ever seen before.
My bad, John. I'm gonna get rid of that selection. I keep cutting them off, but we get it.
Yeah, that the high end was kind of. It felt like it had like a white noise to it. You could hear it go off and go on, and maybe they brung out or they got some type of plug in that making that sound. Maybe like a tape machine or something, like an emulation on the vocals. That's what I heard. It was safe to me a little bit. It was safe.
Okay.
Raw.
Big Ben, what you thinking?
Yeah, I like definitely, and I could hear it really good at the end. Like I like how they made the vocals sound soft, which was kind of I feel like a big part of the song. Like the vocals need to sound soft. But there was definitely some on the beginning, and like I guess it's the harmony they're panned left and right. These are all vocal takeaways for me. I just felt like it was either like there was too much low end rolled out and it's kind of sounding robotic or just not authentic. And soon you got some really good voice where I don't think you need to add auto tune and things like that. You can just kind of get things sit in a pocket and it sounds great. But yeah, other than that, I thought the beat sounded pretty good. And most times they bring the kick down. I thought this one could use like half a dB up maybe. But yeah, man, I actually really enjoyed this a lot though. It was just smooth. I could play this back. So it's a good mix, great mix.
Okay. Yeah, I also, a lot of my points were kind of along the same line as Ben there. What I was thinking, my notes were that I want that kick to thump more. Right, it had the punchiness, but it seemed like the low end, like the bottom of it was kind of cut out a little bit. It just wasn't really offering that thumpiness that it really needed to that chest feeling, right? And then the vocals, I feel like it was a little bit of the same thing happening there too, to where like the chestiness of the vocals, like the meat, the warmth and the body of it was kind of carved out.
I gotta follow the mix notes. It said it warm.
Yeah. We actually had notes and guidance on this mix. But yeah, that was the thing. The vocals felt like they just didn't have that warmth that I know could have been there, to really just make the vocals feel smooth. Suni, what's your take on this? Since we got the artist in the building, shout out to Suni for hooking us up with this record for the mix of the month. We're gonna get her feedback.
I don't know. I felt uncomfortable, like there's something missing, but I couldn't really hear it because I was focused so much on the fact that if I hear that my vocals are not lined up with the beat, it will completely throw me off.
Gotcha.
And this one, it was even difficult for me once I like imported the beat stems. It was hard to place it correctly, even with my own reference track. But yeah, it can make it difficult for me to hear what else I
I feel that because
on.
your brain can't get to nothing else. You can't get past it, right? You're like, this is just off. Yeah, definitely. So that's another one. Again, listening, I didn't notice, but
I figured,
yeah, that's something that an artist, the creator of it will definitely probably notice right away. Like, nah, that's not the pocket that it's supposed to be in. Right? But yeah, that's my notes on it. Shout out to folks on YouTube, man. Sharky Rich, let me bring this down in front of me so y'all don't say I can't read again. Sharky Rich said the vocals sit too far back. Bring them forward, but cutting some of the lower frequencies. I don't know. I feel like the low frequency would kind of cut, man. J Nation rated this mix as a 7.5 out of 10, as I feel like the highs weren't really looked at when mixing and it was rushed. Okay. All right. That's some valid feedback. Jerry Pro says that you could tame the high frequencies a bit. All right. Yeah, it felt very high, right? And that's like that give and take, right? Anytime we sacrifice something, like if I cut too much of the lows and the low mids out, then it's gonna start to seem too bright, right? And vice versa. If I cut off too much of the highs, then it's gonna seem too muddy, right? So like it's a balancing act, and you can look at it from either perspective, whether it's too bright or not warm enough. Like at the end of the day, we saying the same thing. It's a different approach on how to get there. All right, cool. Shout out to the folks on Twitch, man. Shout out to Midnight Collective, always keeping the chat jumping. Savage Habit said the vocals in the pocket and the beat surrounds and complements it well. Best mix so far from Savage Habits. All right, mixed by Gemini says the balance is super dope. Overall, pleasing to the ear. Volume is in a nice spot. Cookies and Chaos rated that mix an 8 out of 10. All right. Shout out to everybody who is tapped in, giving this feedback, man. This is, as much as it is an exercise for us in mixing, it is also very much an exercise in critical listening. So everybody who's taking the time out to flex their listening muscles tonight, big ups to you on that as well. Super important. Got to do it. All right, let's keep cooking, y'all. We got more mixes to listen to. That was H? Was it? Yep, that was H. Next up is
I is next.
Thank Chris. I appreciate you.
Got you, fam.
You know, I'm working off limited resources out here. Here we go.
Getting overset. I told him you need me, I'm what you waited for. I got it, you need it, I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it, I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you can tell. I get the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well, but you were getting oversold. You were getting oversold. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it, babe. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it, babe. For sure. For sure. For sure. I told him you need me, I'm what you waited for. I got it, you need it, I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it, I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you can tell. I get the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well, but you were getting oversold. You were getting oversold. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? I can do right by you. I can do right by you. I see your love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright for sure? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? Can I do right by you? Can I do right by you? I see love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you.
Who wants to jump in? I feel like somebody
like-
ready.
That was my.
No,
Don't be telling.
no,
Don't be telling on
that
yourself.
was yours. That was yours.
Don't be telling on yourself. We don't want to know yet. Go ahead, Mixer.
I liked it until the low part came in when they had it doing more with the vocals.
At that end part.
Yeah, like roar, roar. And then it started saying it with like do. It started saying it with the vocals with with her. I didn't like that part. That's the only part that I didn't like.
Okay.
Because I had my eyes closed and it threw up and it made me open up my eyes. It threw me off.
Okay.
And I felt like it had the warmth and the closeness that I've been kind of missing a bit from some of the other mix, but I wanted the background vocals to be a little higher to just ring out those strong harmonies, those really nice chords. And I kind of agree with Mix. Like I actually liked it when they were kind of all going together, but it ended and started a bit off, and it just like I don't. There was just something about it that just needed to be tweaked or something. But
Yeah.
I like the general
I
balance.
don't know. I thought that shit was fire.
I kind of liked it.
I
Pretty
thought that
cool.
shit was fire.
There was
Yeah.
just something about it.
No, when it was doing
I
like
thought it was
regular,
dope.
when it was like yeah, and then he made it do it more, like more to it. It was more to it. So I'm like, okay, like, all right. It was kind of like,
Yeah.
I liked it. I did.
everybody liked it.
Yeah,
I
I,
mean,
thought it was dope.
let's see what Suni say.
Yes, please, thank you.
So I really liked it. So I feel like with this specific song, a few people did have the timing off, but I blocked it out for this one. I like that mix. I like how you muffled some of my backgrounds, to where they still felt impactful. And then I actually liked what you did with that part. I will say some of the vocals with the low tone were maybe shifted to the right a bit. So they were not in the right spot. Nobody probably would know. I would know. But I like that mix. I actually like that mix.
Okay, great. Yo, so for me, I mean, y'all let me know. Am I the only one who felt like the auto tune was out of key, and we was hitting some wrong notes?
I wasn't even hearing that. I wasn't paying attention to that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't hear that.
What? Well, you know,
I didn't think so. No.
nah,
I don't think it was dominant enough.
it was some bad notes.
The
It
vocals.
it was some bad notes cutting through there. It was definitely some notes that was out of key. And this ain't the first mix that I heard it on. I forgot to mention it on another one, but nobody else said anything, and I didn't write it down. But I did write it on this one that there seemed to be some notes that were off, and that for me, when the pitches, when I hear a bad note, that takes me out like pretty much immediately. So yeah, that's like my main thing. You know, I really like the reverb tails on there. There was some moments where there was like some drops, and like that reverb delay splash after that like was really great. I really like that. That was one of my favorite parts, and I just wish the kick had a little bit more thump though too. Like the thumpiness, like more like 60 hertz, you know.
Was there some compression on there? Like a bit more than normal? Because it sounded. The only thing with the vocals is it sounded a little overly compressed. But that was my only like real picky.
Dope.
I just thought the backgrounds were a little low, but compressing them too hard would definitely do that.
Yeah. Okay. We getting some really good feedback on this mix. That mean like that's a good mix. It just need a few little tweaks, you know what I mean? Like that when you got a lot to say, like, all right, it's kind of easy to point out with what we can do to kind of enhance that mix. So definitely a really great great point on that mix, and it sounds pretty good. Let's go to some of these comments online on YouTube. Nino Bugatti says, they say less is better. You bought the vocals up, completely upgraded. Okay. Jerry Pro says, it's a 7. Punchy beat, and the reverb could be more wet a bit. Can feel the de-esser. Okay. Nino Bugatti, yeah, the tune is a little tricky. All right. Nino Bugatti also says, try Waves tune. Starkey Rich says, stand outside the room and listen to your music, or take your headphones off and listen carefully. If it stands out, drop it in the mix. Yeah, that's a good technique to kind of like stand back. And also you can get that same effect just by turning the volume down really low, right? It's a similar thing to where you just kind of mix at a really kind of quiet volume, and you know, you will easily be able to tell like if something is too loud, it'll be poking out, right? And if something isn't loud enough, then you probably won't hear it, or you know, you'll want to kind of hear it a little bit more. So definitely, that's why I love my little Auratone speaker. I just fold everything into mono, and it kind of sits back like away from like an optimal position, and it just gives me a sound of like a little radio in the room. If I had just walked in the room and this song was playing, You know, what would I think about it, and then it informed some mixing decisions that helped me really dial in like the mid range and the low mids for sure. Cookies and Chaos on Twitch says it feels intimate, good dynamics, warmth. I also like the low harms. Also agree that there were some notes that might have been a little off, man. And So Cool says I like the warmth and the closeness. I wanted more background vocals, says Mighty Maid. All right. So definitely, man, that mix is you definitely on to something with that mix. Just a few little things that we heard there. But definitely good work, man. Shout out to everybody who is on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, shout out to YouTube. Anybody, man, bonus points, anybody who know what my first video is. You got 15 seconds, so you can't go search it. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, I'm about to go. If you know what my first video was.
How to set up home studio.
Nope. Got 10 seconds.
Nah, you track
gain staging.
Nah, man, where you do the identify beat.
There you go. All right, yes. So shout out to the Uru, man. That must be my man Wink right there. Find the BPM, identify beat, and shout out to Lex Ghost. He know too. My very first video on YouTube in 2017 was all about using identify beat in Pro Tools to find the beat, man. It's still a method that I use to this day. I don't know nothing better in Pro Tools to find the tempo and lock it in with as much accuracy and being on the grid. You just can't get better than using Identify Beat. If you haven't checked out my very first YouTube video ever, then please go do that. All right. If you haven't followed me on Twitch yet, go do that too. I'm on Twitch. Wavy Wayne Audio on Twitch. As a matter of fact, if you on YouTube, let me drop this on here real quick. And if you on Twitch and you don't know about the YouTube channel, go find Wavy Wayne on YouTube, right? So vice versa. We getting it popping on Twitch. I like twitching because I'll just go live, walk around the house. I might be cooking dinner, talking about a mix that I'm working on. I might be working on a mix. I might be editing that mix. Might just be at the radio station or something promoting MixNik. Like we've been doing over these last couple of weeks, man, promoting MixNik that's happening July 25th and 26th. Where? You can find me in the A. I'm on it, man. Pull up. We got a mixing competition with a prominent artist, right? That you're going to be able to get an actual mixing credit on that project once it's released if you are the winner of that mixing competition. So this is the only event like this that's giving you tangible things that you can walk away with, man. We got a lot of special guests in store, more to be announced in the coming weeks, but early bird tickets is on sale now. Once I announce all these names and everything that we gonna be doing and all these folks that's pulling up to MixNik, that's when the price is going up. There's 50% off now. You get the 50% off before I make the announcement. Once I make the announcement, I know you're going to want to be there. I know you're going to want to be a part of it, but then you're going to have to pay full price. So get your early bird tickets right now, mixnik.com or wavyproaudio.com. Yeah, shout out to y'all. And I'm going to give away one more ticket to MixNik tonight to somebody, not everybody, to somebody on Twitch for keeping the Twitch live and jumping, man, giving us his feedback. If you're just joining us on this stream, this is the Wavy Seals Elite Mix at a Month competition. We do it every month where we all have the same song. This song we have by one of our own members, Suni, that provided this song. So she's the artist as well as the recording engineer on this. Everybody took that track, took the multi-tracks, mixed it down, and we're listening back to it now. We got the input from Suni on you, and as well as y'all on YouTube and Twitch and all the Wavy Seals Elite members on what y'all think about that mix, man. This is a exercise in critical listening. It's also an exercise in mixing for us elites. And what else? Yeah, man. I'm glad y'all here. Tap in, rate this mix, give us some feedback in the comments. Give us something that you like about every mix and something that you don't. Once we have listened through, we got 2 more mixes to listen to. Once we've listened through all of these mixes, we're gonna do like a King of the Hill style elimination, right? To where we go through, I'm gonna play a little snippet of each song, and then we're gonna use y'all votes in the chats as well as Suni and the elites votes to say which one will advance. And we'll King of Hill all the way to who is the top mixer of the month for April 2025 with the Wavy Seals Elite. So let's keep it going. Well, go ahead. What you got to add?
I was saying, if she likes something and she like it, right?
Hey, if she like it, that's the veto, right? She got veto power.
Yeah.
She got veto power, so we could vote. We could all vote for one thing, and Suni might be like, nah, and that's the one. We go off the artist's opinion around here.
I just want to make sure.
Yes.
Hey, Wavy, I said
why
in
you
my
paid her or
MixNik-
something? You talking about I just want to make sure?
Maybe.
What'd you say, Chris?
Oh, I said I sent you a mix, but I did it at like 7:30. I wasn't working on it. I was just doing something else. But
oh man,
it's okay. Maybe you can play it after we voted.
We gonna have to
And
we
just
gonna
for
have
the-
to
just for
ask
the
the
feedback.
chat, man. Yo, chat, what's up, man? Everybody had the same amount of time. He act like he wasn't still mixing.
You got mercy on me.
Yo, chat, let us know. Should we let
I
him
was
in?
at
Nah.
a real studio.
He was chat. Should we let him in or not? Let me know if y'all want add one more mix. We gonna listen to Mix J right now. Let's do it.
I told him, you need me, I'm what you waited for. I got it, you need it, I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it, I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you can tell. I get the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well, but you were getting overshadowed. You were getting overshadowed. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it, babe. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it, babe. For sure. For sure. For sure. I told him, you need me, I'm what you waited for. I got it, you need it, I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it, I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you can tell. I get the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well, but you were getting overshadowed. You were getting overshadowed. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? I can do right by you. I can do right by you. I see love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright for sure? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? Can I do right by you? Can I do right by you? I see love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home, you ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well, let me know that you.
Oh man. Oh man. Let's let Suni jump in on it. We gonna go to Suni first.
That was okay. I'm sorry, everybody. That was really good. The only thing I literally would say is just inch it to the left a couple seconds, the vocals. But that was a really good mix. Who did this one?
We can't tell yet. We can't tell yet.
Oh, Josh.
We can't tell yet. Yeah, can't nobody know who
That was
did that.
really good.
Okay, just the timing is off a little bit, man. I'm gonna have to revisit my importing the multi-track and lining up with the 2-track.
Wait a second.
Never, ever trust that when you import the multi-track to a session that is going to be lined up right, you have to put it against the reference. You have to do it and get down to the sample level and make sure that it's lined up, man. we're gonna have to revisit that. Elites, what else, man? Who else got some feedback on that mix?
Yeah, I was gonna say this is one of my favorite mixes. For how smooth it was, how they treated that high end on it. They really didn't do too much. It was a solid mix.
Yeah. Who else? Who next? Who got some?
I
who
like
got
the
some
way they
feedback?
filled up the bass without really kind of overpowering too much. It had a nice like bigness.
Yeah, nice thump, right?
Man, I have been waiting for someone to do the like left to right on there, and it finally happened, man. I was like, yeah. But no, that was a great. I didn't have nothing, man. Like that. I just want to say what I was waiting for, and I finally heard it on this one. It's just a solid mix.
Yeah, man.
Great.
I like that mix a lot. My one piece of feedback that I will add to this is that I obviously I think that probably was my favorite mix of the night thus far. I gotta refresh myself. It might have been something that we heard. I know we had a few favorites earlier, and it's been a minute, so I'll have to refresh myself. But out of the last few, like that one definitely stands out as being like one of the most well balanced mixes, very creative without overdoing it. And but the one thing that I wish, like when some of the tails of the words, I could hear them kind of cut off abruptly, right? And I'm nitpicking because that's what I do, right? I could just hear them cut off a little bit abruptly. I just wish that maybe there was like a reverb tail or a smoother fade to just, when it goes into silence, you could just kind of hear that it was kind of cut a little bit close. And we don't really want to hear it kind of cut off like that. I much prefer it kind of just tail a little bit. So maybe like a little closer reverb, a little room reverb or spring or something would have helped to kind of diffuse that a little bit just on those little ends of the words. Yeah, man. But whoever did that, really, really good work. Let's take a look at some of the chat. We agreed, man, to let Chris mix in, so we gonna bring that in, man. Shout out to the chat, YouTube. They say, man, the least went live, man. Let him in.
Thank you, chat. You are always correct. You already know.
You say the chat is always right, huh? Something going with that take. Savage Having say something going with that take me home run, but overall well balanced and the effects. Rocket ship, all right. R4 says nice one. Shout out to the Wavy Seals Elite in the chats, keeping it jumping. We on Twitch. I was almost said Twitter. Mixed by Gemini on Twitch says this was my favorite so far. I don't mind any drifting that may have occurred. You might not mind, but the artist, she got a problem with it if you ain't got them vocals in her pocket, right? where she sang it at, man. Mix it how I sang it, she said. So if the timing ain't right, we got to nudge it a little bit, all right? Over on YouTube, we got a few. All right, they was fighting for you. They say let them in. All right. J Nation asked a good question about the Wavy Seals Elite. Say, if I join and do the mixing competition, do I have to actively be on when you're reviewing them? No, you don't. Long as you send it in and long as it's on time, you will get in there. Because now we gonna know which mix is Chris's. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. And I like to be blind, but it's all good. We got you, man. You done worked hard on this mix. We got to hear it. All right. DJ Big Red says, what if your dog ate the mix? Can we not get a grace period? No. My dog ate it, I swear. Yo, y'all funny. Sharky Rich says, all that offbeat tapping has to get shelved. This is screaming for a groove beat, okay? J Nation says, this is definitely smooth. The vocals are slightly offbeat. All right, so a few folks are definitely starting to notice the pocket that the vocals are supposed to be in and calling us out on that, man. We're going to definitely have to work on that in the future. Cool. Don't forget that I'm giving away another ticket live to MixNik, man. This MixNik, I actually got something special planned. I got Young Guru coming, and I asked him to do something that has never been done before live on a stage. And what he's going to do is actually build a piece of gear live and talk about all the components, talk about why they matter. We're actually getting inside something. I think it might be like a preamp or a summon mixer, maybe a compressor. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to decide, but he is going to break down all of the internals of how to build your own gear, and have a really dope solution on where to source the materials and how to put them together piece by piece. So you can create your own custom microphones. You can, choose what components you want inside of your own preamp and start to build that together and create a sound that maybe nobody else has. Maybe it's something unique, or maybe something that you could build that gets a similar sound that's popular for a fraction of the price by doing the work yourself and actually, getting busy with a little soldering iron. Shout out to Full Sail for teaching me how to solder. Man, that was a solid class when we had to do that. Shout out to any Full Sail alumni in the building, in the chat, in the elites. We know we in here. Full Sail, put Full Sail in the chat if you Full Sail. Matter of fact, whatever school you went to, if you went to any audio school, let's rep that in the chat. I want to know. As I get ready for this next 2 mixes, let me bring let me see if I can trick y'all. Okay, we're gonna keep it funky.
Mixes?
Huh?
You say next 2 mixes?
Yeah, we got 2 more because we added in.
Okay, got you.
ICDC College. We don't know what that is. Man. What's ICDC College? Are you?
That's he not. That's a real college.
That's a real college. I went to IDC College. I don't care. No, see, you talking about I'm joking. TCCCD, man. Yeah, what y'all talking about, man? AIU, okay. Yo, shout out to SAE. Matter of fact, since we talking about schools, yes, I'm a Full Sail alumni, but for this MixNik this year, man, I teamed up with SAE, and we're gonna actually host the MixNik at they school for the main part of the event. They got a beautiful campus. They got 8 different studios in there that we'll get to explore and have different activations, from trying out new speakers, microphones, all kind of different stuff. We'll be able to explore the different studios that they have at the SAE Atlanta campus, man. Shout out to Mighty Maid, Bedroom U, YouTube University. Hey, I ain't seen nobody put in YouTube University, but you gotta put that in there too, Tarrant County Community College. All right. Shout out to that. I went to Wavy Pro Audio University. Shout out to Mixbot Gemini in the building. Let's get it, y'all. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitch. If you are on YouTube right now, hit that share button, hit that like button, let them know that we in here and we listening to these mixes, and that we're gonna crown somebody the mixer of the month for the Wavy Seals Elite. Shout out to all the Full Sellers. Shout out to the home studio universities, the School of the Hard Knocks, and everything in between, man. We got 2 more mixes to listen to, so let's not hold it up anymore. Let's get to it. Mix K.
Feel
Okay.
Yo.
Let's go to the elites.
I feel like the vocals was a little bit too loud to me over it. You can hear all that mid inside of it. I can't hear you, Wavy, if you speaking.
Yeah, I was, but there you go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I just thought the vocals was just too loud. I think we turn the vocals down a little bit. And that would have been nice.
Okay.
Yeah. I felt like there was maybe something, again, comb filtery going on. These are probably caused by like short delays or something. But I like the general balance. I absolutely agree with Mix a little too loud, and then there were parts that really jumped up even louder. But I liked a lot of the creativity. That first echo I felt like was a little too close and cluttered. It just made me feel like I was jaunting along and then I like tripped. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Sony, what's your thoughts? Got to go to the artist real quick, get some feedback.
I like that one. I agree with Mixa though. It was too loud because it was punching me at one point. Got sensitive ears. But I do like the blend on the beat. That was like, I don't know, that sounded really good. The blend on the beat.
Yeah. Okay.
And there were some portions where it was the vocals were a little bit too harsh. I do like vocals a little bit softer since, I don't know, I'm so squeaky. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, me personally, man, I was thinking that there is something magical and special about the compression on those vocals and kind of where they were sitting. Like literally for me, listening in here in the studio, it felt like the vocals were like hovering, doing like an arc over my speakers. Like they were just like up here, airy. They were light. They were definitely a little loud and disjointed, from the music, but the texture and the airiness I really enjoy. With that being said, though, I feel like that technique that's being used should be something that kind of comes in and out. Like it could have been really great for like the background vocals, the ad libs, to occasionally have like this arcing, kind of super tight compressed feeling that's happening and high end, with them, like, because they were thin, but they didn't necessarily feel like they were like necessarily lacking because they were just so out front of everything. So I feel like, if we had just a little bit more subtlety to where that vocal was sitting, right, is the melody and cadence of the song is very soft and lush, right, and that's that the treatment was a little hard. Go ahead, Mixer.
Man, you got those high-end speakers, man. Stop playing.
What you mean? What that mean?
I didn't hear none of that. What you said?
You ain't hear,
in
man,
my speakers.
It literally was like a dome of vocals, like happening over here. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of tight. You know what I'm saying? I like how that happens, but it just might be a little too much for the whole song.
Okay. Man.
Yeah. Other feedback there. Let's go to
Anybody
somebody
else?
we ain't talk to tonight, man. Who trying to be quiet? So cool. D-Lo.
Yeah, so I mean, my feedback is, the same thing I hear on my mixes is hiss and type of a hiss sound I heard on the vocals. So it's kind of harsh to me.
Okay. Right on. That lines up with what one of the YouTube comments is saying. Sharky Rich says, drop the 18 to 20K on the vocals for sure. That was definitely a little bright, a little harsh. Mayash says, Vox too bright and harsh, no body, and sits too high while being compressed overly. So literally what I was saying that I like, that was your feedback that you didn't like, is that, but I can see how it's too much for the whole song for sure, to be kind of sitting in that pocket like that. Let's see what else we got. Wasn't blended well, says Nino Bugatti. I'm not gonna read your other comment because it's not very helpful. Let's go to Twitch. What y'all talk about on Twitch? Art is subjective, says Mixed by Gemini. No, you very, very right. And with that being said, that's why we weigh so heavily on the opinion of the artist, right? Like at the end of the day, as a mix engineer, we want the artist to love the work that we do. We want the artist to tell us that, this was my vision, and you help to bring it to life. So, there could be a million different mixes as we hear in tonight, right? All these different mixes, every single person has a different perspective on how this should sound. And that's what makes you special. That's what makes an artist choose to work with you over somebody else, is the taste that you have and saying, I like it like this. I think this should happen like that. I want to do that. And then you impart your taste, your opinions into that mix while respecting the vision of the artist and trying to bring that to life. And that's why the artist wants to work with a particular engineer versus another one. So definitely there's a million ways to skin a mix. Let's keep going. We got one more mix. And then stick around, y'all, because we got a couple of more things happening. So after we listen to this last mix, here's what's going to happen. We are going to vote. We're going to have a King of the Hill style vote, to where we're going to run down and listen to like 10 seconds of every mix and just A-B it. We're going to knock them out, right? So mix A versus mix B, we're going to knock out one of them. B versus C, we're going to knock out one of them, right? And so we're going to keep going until we're just stuck with one final mix. We're going to need y'all to be voting in the chat on Twitch and on YouTube, Wavy Seals Elite. We know we're going to need y'all to vote as well. And the final vote with Suni, the artist, will decide if we need to veto anybody votes and override it as we pick our mixer of the month for April 2025 in the Wavy Seals Elite. Also, with that, right after we do that and we crown the winner, I'm going to go to Twitch and give away a MixNik admission, right, to somebody on Twitch who has been keeping it live all night. So if you're on YouTube and you still ain't following me on Twitch, go do that, man. Come on now. I just told y'all Young Guru is coming through MixNik, and he going to be breaking down how to create some piece of gear, maybe a microphone, maybe a preamp, maybe a summit mixer. He going to be creating it right there on the spot. We're going to test it and all that and get the flavor right there on the spot, put together live on stage at MixNik for the first time ever in the world, as well as the MixNik mixing competition with a very, very, very notable artist that you're not going to want to miss. You definitely going to want to be a part of that. So make sure you register for that, and make sure y'all jump on Twitch and get this free ticket that I'm about to give away as soon as we hear this last mix and get the feedback and do all that. Let's go.
Sideways on the beat. I told him you need me. How much you waiting for? I got it, you need it. I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it. I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know
end up playing that whole mix. All right. Let's go to the elites.
I like that one. It was smooth, soft.
Okay. Give me
had,
any
like,
critical
put the
feedback?
Extra shaker. Maybe you could have brightened it up just a little bit, just a little.
Yep.
That was literally like my thoughts, man. Like I love the fact that the high end was tamed, but then with the back end of that, then it's also like you have a hand over your voice, like your mouth. So I guess that just on the vocal side thing. But I thought the beat sounded really good. Just could probably use a little bit more, I guess, brightness, like Misha said.
Yeah, especially for me, it was like especially in the background vocals, to where that's why I was hoping that some of the brightness would come. Like, I wasn't mad necessarily like on the lead. It was like a nice warm feeling. Like, but occasionally, if we had like some of those bright background vocals just kind of be wide and bright, it would kind of help to fill that void a little bit more. Of not having such brightness in the lead vocal, which I wasn't necessarily mad at, but I did want to hear some brightness in those background vocals. Any other opinions from the elites before we get to Suni? Well, Suni, is your floor.
I like that one. I do agree with Ben and Mixer with the brightness because it felt like something was missing from the mix. But the quality was really good. I love the forest ambience. Sorry if you can hear somebody racing outside, but the forest ambience was really a really nice touch.
Okay.
Really nice song.
All right. We had some good feedback from YouTube, man. Nino Bugatti, who's very vocal in the chat, man. Shout out to Nino for keeping it active. Nino says, "Nah, that's hot," with the capital HOT. Ains Boogie says, "I like this mix. This is clean, mighty made," with the fire sign, symbol, emoji, whatever. Myosh says, "Kind of muddy and sits low, but the beat fire." Okay. And then put Vox. I don't know. Oh, maybe the vocals. They're saying that the vocals felt low to them. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's see. All right. Nino Bugatti finally made it to Twitch. Nino Bugatti made it to Twitch. I like it. Make sure you hit that follow button. Turn them notifications on. We in here. Lydia says that she couldn't really listen and she can't stay because she's recording in the next room, but she had to help out with some engagement. We appreciate all the engagement that we can get around here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on YouTube and Twitter that's been keeping the chat jumping all night. Now we get to a really interesting part of the event, man. One of my favorite parts is the King of the Hill battle that happens at the end of the night, to where we're going to literally place these mixes side by side real quick, just giving like a 10-second spot. I'm thinking like the last chorus. Sony, tell me if I'm wrong. Like that last chorus, right? You think that'll be like a good spot to kind of judge these mixes on?
Yeah, because I feel like that was a good point where some people might have got a little tripped up a bit. So let's weed them out.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, let's do it, y'all. So this is the King of the Hill style. We're going to, if you're not familiar with how King of the Hill works, we're going to basically play one mix, a little snippet of it, right? And then we're going to play the next one. Between those two, we're going to vote which one stays, and then one of them is going to go. And then that one, we're just going to keep playing and comparing, and we're going to keep going down like that. We're going to give away a free MixNik pass to somebody on Twitch that helps us vote for the winner tonight. We're going to start at Mix A, and we're going to work our way down the list. So without any further ado, matter of fact, let me put my headphones on so I don't got to switch back and forth between my mic and mic. Now I'm going to listen to the headphones because we're going to do this real fast. All right, here we go. Let's get started. This is Mix A. As a matter of fact, let me make sure I find my spot first. All right, bet. There we go. So I'm gonna start it right about here. Here we go.
I'm like, alright. You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that
Mix B.
you ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that.
All right, we got Mix A and Mix B. Let's see in the chat which one y'all like. Don't be swayed by the loudness now. I know one was louder. Let's go Mix A or Mix B.
Yeah, well, you could turn them up so that they
match
gain-
that one. All
Yeah.
right, let me match those a little bit and play that one back because that one's just that Mix B was a little bit low. Let's do that one again. Mix A. Here we go.
I'm like, alright. You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me.
Mix B.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you.
All right, Mix A or Mix B. Y'all put it in the chat right now. YouTube, I see a lot of B's in YouTube. I see, man, it's real close in on Twitch. It's going back and forth between A and B, but it looks, let's see, we got 10 seconds. Get your votes in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. So let's see on Twitch. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For B, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for A. All right, it looks like B has it. Suni, you have any objections to that result?
I don't have any objections.
All right, let's go. B is in, A is out. Thank you for participating. Let's keep going. We're going to hear B first, and then we're going to hear C.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know.
Mix C. Mix C.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you.
All right, let's see. Mix B or is it C? Mix B or is it C? I'll play B one more time.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go.
Here's Mix C.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know.
All right. 10 seconds to get your votes in. 10 seconds to get your votes in. The one that you just heard was C. All right, 10 seconds to get your votes in. Somebody on YouTube, keep track for me. Put like a line in between each one, because right now I don't know which one is between A and B. I can tell on somebody's doing it already. Gemini, I think, doing it on Twitch. But so far, let's see. All right, look, we got a fresh line. Give me y'all votes again. If you already voted, that way we can make sure they count in. We got a fresh line. Everybody right now, put your vote in right now. B or C. All right, Twitch is heavy on the C. Twitch is heavy on the C. Right now, YouTube, come back in. Even if you already voted, vote again. We got a fresh line. I had to recalibrate. Twitch is heavy on the C. We got all C's on Twitch. All right, it's tied up on YouTube. We got 5 seconds to get any more votes in. Otherwise, up. All right, so B's have it. All right, it's the tie on B and C. Up, B's have it again on YouTube. C again. C is back in place. It's a race. C's are heavy on Twitch though, man. I think C is the overall winner. Suni, what you thinking?
I'm going with C.
Say less. Let's go. All right. Next, we're gonna hear C and B. C and D. All right. We got a fresh line drawn. Nobody vote until after we heard both Here we go.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well.
Mix D.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well.
All right, C or D, C or D. I see an overwhelming amount of C's falling through. D, thank you for participating. Thank you so much for participating. Yes, indeed. All right, let's keep this thing right along, man. We got C is right now. C is the king of the hill. Will E be the one who knocks him off? All voting is closed. Let's draw a line in the comments. All voting is closed. Let's draw a line in the comments. And let's see if C gonna still be king of the hill. All right, stop the voting. Stop the voting. Here we go. Here's C. All right, here goes E. Oh, man. Okay, the votes are open. Votes are open. I see an overwhelming amount of C's. I only see one E. E, thank you for participating. My camera battery just died. Don't worry. I got more batteries on. That's what happened when you stream for 2.5 hours. I'm coming right back. The C's have it, though. The C's have
double
it.
A's. Get those double A's.
Double A's? Nah. We got the big boy
Okay.
batteries. I bet. Yo, shout out to E. Thank you for participating. Let's keep it cooking. Man, C right now is king of the hill. That was an early favorite, though. When we first heard C, we knew that C was going to be in the contention. So let's see. Here we go. C is up. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring this down here, too. All right, here we go.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you.
Yeah. Let me check the feed real quick. All right, bet. It look like we Gucci. Bet. Let me play C again one more time, y'all. I should have did them back to back. Here we go. C again.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go.
That's C. Here go F.
Not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright for sure? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? Can I do right by you? Can I do right by you? I see love.
All right, now F. I know it was a different spot. Let me take it to the hook real quick just so we got something to compare it to.
Look at the way they made you feel. You never really knew them well. But you were getting oversold. You were getting oversold. Am I right? Am I wrong?
All right, so that's F. All right, my man edited his up a lot different, so we got different spots. But let's see. Do we got C or F? Put the votes in now. I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing F's have it. It's a tie on YouTube. The chat on Twitch still holding C strong. All right, we got chat on YouTube is holding C. We got F. All right, let's see. On YouTube it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 F's. 1, 2, 3 C's, man. They say that one is a tough one. On Twitch, we are 1, 2, 3, and 3 on Twitch, man. Let's go to Suni. Suni, is it gonna be C or F?
I don't know.
You don't know? You need another spot? You need it.
Yeah, that one's hard.
Let's see. What's this area right here?
You
There we go. Let's hear this. Let's hear the chorus. This is F.
You ain't gonna take me home. You ain't gonna let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you can tell.
That was F. And then C. Here we go. C again.
Am I alright? For sure. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? Can I do right by you? Can I do right by you? I see love, not like before.
Oh, my bad. I played that. That was still the wrong one. This C now.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you can tell.
All right, so we looking at the chat now. Is a lot of C's happening. I'm seeing a lot of C's happening on YouTube, and I'm seeing a lot of C's happening on Twitch. Suni, if you have no objection, it looked like C has taken this one.
Okay.
It's up to you. You got to pull the trigger.
It's so hard. Okay. Because I like both of them for different reasons. I feel like the overall mix on F is on both of them is perfect. It's just the only I would just change some things on both of them, but that's on the side.
Which one do you think you would have to make the least amount of changes? Did we lose Suni? Oh, she froze up.
No, I said C. Oh, am I frozen?
Oh, I think it froze for a second. But you said C? All right.
Yes.
All right. The C's have it. Thank you, F, for participating. That was a really good mix.
Thank you, F.
That was a really good mix. C has it. Let's keep going. It's going to be between C and G right now. Let's hear it.
Am I alright? For sure. Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well.
That's C. Here go G.
Am I alright? For sure. Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know.
All right. Which I think, C or G? Vote now. Vote now. Was C the better mix or G? Was C the better mix or G? Twitch votes are coming in strong. We got C, C, G, G, C, 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 G. All right. Over on YouTube, the votes are starting to come in. We got C, C, G, C, G. All right. Let me start counting these up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 C's right now on YouTube. And 1, 2, 3, 4 G's. Okay. All right. Over on Twitch, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C's and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 G's on Twitch. So we tied on Twitch. The C's have it on YouTube. Suni, I'm making you make a lot of hard decisions today. I know it.
That's wrong. All right. We're gonna go with C.
We're gonna keep the C.
We're gonna keep the C.
All right, let's go. C. Shout out to C being king of the
Shout
hill
out
for
to
so
C.
long, man. Shout out to G. Thank you for participating. That was a good mix too. Let's keep going. Let's listen to C again. Here we go. C still king of the hill. Somebody draw a line in the chat for me. We're gonna move the voting right along.
Am I alright? For sure. Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know.
C. Here goes H.
Am I alright? For sure. Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well.
let's put the votes in. Let's put the votes in. I don't know. I think Zoom freezing. Is it freezing? I don't know. I still seeing everybody moving on my end, but then sometimes
it's in the YouTube feed. The
Yeah.
Zoom. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing
It seems
that.
like it's the Twitch to me, but okay.
It might just be Sony camera. That's when it's on. I don't know. Is it everybody?
No, it's definitely all of us.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I noticed it. I noticed it because I was like, wait, what's going on with me?
Why am I still sitting like that?
It had me sitting like this for like 10 minutes.
All right, it seemed to be working right now. All right, so yeah, and it looks like the C's have it. Do we have any objections? Nope. All right, let's keep going. Thank you, H, for participating. I was about to say 1 again in public schools. Here we go. Here's C.
You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that.
All right, here's I.
Am I alright? For sure. Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me.
Is it C or is it I? Vote now.
Yeah.
Is it
Man, I
C or
need
is
you to
it?
play it again.
Let's play it again. Let's play it again. I'm gonna start off with I this time. Here we go. This is I. For a second, listen.
Am I alright? For sure. Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well.
And here's C.
Am I alright? For sure. Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well.
All right, votes in. It looks like C has it so far. Sony, any objections to C taking that one?
No objections.
All right, C, man. I can't wait to see who mixed this is.
Who did it?
Who did it? Don't identify yourself just yet, man. We're going to take a guess. We're going to have the elites guess to see if y'all know which one of y'all members did this mix, man. I can't begin to tell you who did it. But I'm going to take my best guess, man. Let's go. Here's mix C again versus J, man. Will it be C or will it be J? Let's draw a line in the YouTube chat. Here we go. Here's C.
Am I alright? For sure. Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well.
J.
Am I alright? For sure. Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know.
Oh, that was a close one.
Might play another part on that.
Let's go to a different
I was
part.
gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say the exact same thing.
All right, let's listen to J at a different section.
I told him you need me. I'm what you waited for. I got it. You need it. I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it. I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before.
C.
I told him you need me. I'm what you waited for. I got it. You need it. I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it. I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before.
Whew, both of those mixes are really
Ooh.
good. I ain't gonna
That's
front.
tough.
Somebody gonna get eliminated with a good mix right now.
Yep.
You know, that is what it is. Because both of those are good. Both of those are good. It's gonna be personal preference on this one. We got C, a bunch for C on YouTube. YouTube is all C'd out. Twitch. All right, up C wins. We already got a count over in Twitch. 5-4, C wins. Suni, any objections between C taking the match between C and
Hold
J?
on a second. Hold on a second.
We
Can
might
we
have to
just-
pull a veto.
Slow it down.
Can we just listen one more time.
Yep, let's go to a different section and
Please.
give you another listen. Here goes C in a different section.
Getting overshadowed. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you? I can do right by you. I can do right by you. I see you love, not like before.
Here's Jay.
Getting overshadowed. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I alright by you?
Yeah.
I can do right.
It sounds the same.
I can do right by you. I see you love, not like before. Am I alright for sure? Am I alright for sure?
They sound like the same.
Nah, they don't sound the same. One of them is a little warmer.
There's a slight
than the other
difference. Yeah, I heard it that time. I'm going to stick with C.
Okay. Jay, that was a really good mix.
Man,
I
that's tough.
would have went with C too, just because I'm just hearing a little bit of distortion happening when that kick hit. That's the main thing that's pulling me over to C a little bit more, because I'm hearing that distortion kick in when that kick hits. Very slight, but man, that was a tough decision. I'm glad I ain't had to make it. Let's keep going, man. Shout out to y'all for these dope mixes. We got a couple more, man. King of the Hill is happening right now. Shout out to everybody on YouTube who is voting. Shout out to everybody on Twitch is voting. If you on YouTube and you ain't joined us on Twitch yet, make sure you do that. I'm giving away a ticket to MixNik for somebody that's been keeping the chat super live all night. So go over to Twitch right now. Follow me. Let me put my Twitch link in there. Boom. There it go right there on YouTube. We got a couple more mixes, King of the Hill style, Wavy Seals Elite, Mix of the Month, 2025, April. Let's go. Mix C. Big C been holding it down for so long. Can somebody knock Mix C out? Let's see. Here goes Mix C versus K.
Am I alright for sure? Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know
that was Mix C. Here go K.
Am I alright for sure? Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well.
All right, let the votes begin. What y'all think? Let's see. Over here on Twitch, man, I'm seeing a lot of C's. I ain't really see no K yet. YouTube votes are just not coming in. YouTube on that delay. It cool. They got extra latency on YouTube. The Twitch is a whole lot faster. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of C's come through. Shout out to C. Unless you have an objection, Suni, we're gonna keep rocking with C.
It's a C for me.
All right. Let's hear one more King of the Hill round. Let's listen to C again versus the late comer.
L.
Right? Versus
L for late.
L for late. Here we go.
Am I alright for sure? Am I alright? You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know.
Here goes L.
You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me know that you can tell. I get the way that made you feel.
All right, votes. Let's get them votes going. Is it gonna be C? That's been the King of the Hill since C? Like, dang.
Play that back again.
All right, let's see. Let's go to a different section real quick. Let's hear L real quick.
You need it. I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it. I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well. Let me
Here's C.
for sure. I told him you need me. I'm what you waited for. I got it, you need it. I got that type of love. I saw it, believe it. I'm of a healing sword. I doubt that you ever seen before. You ain't gotta take me home. You ain't gotta let me go. I just wanna do you well.
Man, both of those mixes are pretty good, man. But the votes have to go in. YouTube is looking like a lot of C's. It's saying C by a hair, Big Riggedy. I feel you. C all the way, says Young Drew Gaming. Shout out to Young Drew. Nino Bugatti over on Twitch says C. Suni, you get the final call here. It's a C. C wins it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, L. That was Chris McGee right there. We know who that one was. Man.
That was good, Chris.
That was real good. Let's take a vote, man.
Thanks, y'all. I was gonna say I know what I heard what you meant by it, the brightness being too killed when it's played right next to C. 100%.
Yeah.
I was kind of going for a bit of a underwater feel, but yeah.
Yeah, that brightness just opened it up a little bit, right? I like your panning, though,
nice.
the creative panning with the background vocals. You know, instead of just everything being left and right, it actually like gave us a nice.
Oh, and if you want that extra percussion thing, I can just send that as a stem.
Okay, there you go. Added some percussion on there. All right. Whew. So, Wavy Seals Elite, let's do this, man. Let's just have a little fun real quick. I want y'all to guess. At least try to guess in the chat. Let's do the chat on Twitch. Go to the chat on Twitch for the Wavy Seals Elite. Put in who y'all think that mix was, man. Wavy Seals Elite. Go to Twitch. Who do y'all think that mix was? Tell me now. If anybody on YouTube think they know too.
Is it Ryan? Is it B Girl?
I don't know.
Is it Cookie?
I'm gonna say Ryan, Wink, Savage.
I ain't got no clue on this one.
I think Ryan, Wink, or Savage.
I'm thinking.
Or Jay. Oh my God, Jay's. Yeah.
Oh
Jay.
yeah, I forgot about Jay.
Jay's like that. Yeah.
Jay, it might be
no.
Jay. I was thinking Jay, Ryan, or Ainsley. Ainsley been quiet over there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And
oh man, I don't know.
For sure, it could be Ainsley.
It could. Don't sleep on D-Lo too, though.
Yeah.
I feel like is man. I'm thinking it's either.
Go ahead, pull it back.
I'm thinking it's either Ainsley or D-Lo. I'm gonna go with Ainsley though. That I'm thinking that was the mix. Let's go ahead and it's time for the reveal. Let's reveal. We're going to view, clip, name. Oh, it's mixed by Jay.
Hey.
Mixed by Jay. What up? You've been quiet all
I
night.
was fighting for my life, man.
The silent killer, man. Jay, man, we gonna need a speech, man. Let's go.
Oh yeah, no, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate the group. You know, it's always a pleasure working with y'all. Suni, great song. I really enjoyed the song. But yeah, I mean, really, it's just been a bunch of studying this month. Just looking at people's live mix sessions and stuff like that. So I tried a bunch of different things. But yeah, great mixes tonight.
Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to Mixed by Jay. Congratulations, huh?
Can I say,
yeah,
Jay,
please. Yep.
I think it's really, I don't know if you studied the rest of my songs, because there is a specific feel I do like with my songs to match the story of the song. C was the closest. Literally the, spot on.
Okay.
Cheerio.
Close. All right. Did you go by any chance and listen to any of Suni's other records and use that to help inform your mix?
I actually didn't, but one thing that I kind of do whenever I do mix is I try not to deviate too much. So I know that my mixes probably do come across more on the safer side, but it's more so I'm not trying to veer too much away from probably what the artist had already intended. So with me not really being able to talk to Suni, I just made the choices that I thought just kind of catered to what she already had there.
Roger that.
Job
man.
well done.
Job well done. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to everybody that participated in this Mix of the Month challenge tonight, man. Shout out to the Wavy Seals Elite. We do this every single month so that we can be in the gym. It's literally practicing, man. This our mix practicing, and I'm thinking, Suni and Jay probably gonna work together to finish this record.
I was so close.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which one was your mix?
I knew.
Were you G?
I was G. Yeah, I was the one
You
like
G.
down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Down at the bottom.
You a G? No.
When you was like
G was Wink.
No, J. It
Oh,
was,
J.
It was
Yeah,
one of
yours
those.
was J. Yeah.
That's the one you was like the kick was kind of made it sound
Oh,
distorted a little
because
bit.
I should have known that was you. The kick, Mr. I love the kick. Yeah, no, your mix was sounding really good too, man. It was just that little kick hitting that limiter, I think.
Yeah, a little too hard. Yeah, cause his kick was like kind of like softer and it felt gooder.
Yeah,
man was like boom. It kind of like
it was a little
like,
aggressive for this song.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was really good mix, man. A lot of good mixes got eliminated tonight. We can only choose one, right?
Man, straight up.
And thank you everybody for working on this song. I really appreciate I got a lot of feedback. Thank you.
Great song, Suni.
Thank you for submitting this, Suni. This was a great song, for real.
Thank you, guys.
All right, I think it's giveaway time before we get up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody on Twitch, man. Shout out to y'all. If you follow me on Twitch, you came over from YouTube tonight and it's your first time following me, I appreciate you. Don't let it go unnoticed.
I gotta go, y'all. I gotta finish mixing tomorrow's stuff.
All right, right on. He out of here. Yo, we got a mix competition.
I'm in the same boat.
I'm about to do it too. I'm about to as soon as I'm off here, I'm about to get on that mix.
All right, we about to wrap.
Warm.
We about to wrap this up. I got who was that? I had somebody in mind that I wanted to give it to, who was keeping this chat jumping. He came from YouTube. What's that? What's
Bugatti?
Was it Gotti? Yeah, I think it was. What's the name? I think that was it.
Nino Bugatti.
Yeah, Nino. Shout out to Nino. Nino, we just gonna hook you up with a ticket to MixNik. Shoot me an email at Wayne.com. Or matter of fact, Midnight Collective can actually help out with that too. You on Twitch, so that's cool. Just go ahead and shoot a DM to the moderator right there, the Midnight Collective. Shoot a DM right there on Twitch. Shoot them your email. Congratulations, Nino. Thank you for participating tonight. You know what I mean? Coming from YouTube over to Twitch and keeping us jumping all night with the feedback. Thank you to everybody who participated again. Wavy Seals Elite, I know y'all take y'all time out to work on these mixes, your precious time, but it serves you well, right? To get this feedback from your peers, to get the feedback from the broader community so that we can ultimately make the whole world sound better with our mixing skills. Like, that's what we're here to do. If you want to be a part of that, be a part of the next mixing competition for next month, go to wavyproaudio.com, register for the Wavy Seals Elite, and tap into the years of catalog that we got with all kind of lessons exclusive to the Wavy Seals Elite that you don't get here, our special guests that we get come through to the Wavy Seals Elite, man, and so much more by being a part of such an amazing community. So we got to get up out of here right now. Shout out to Suni on that record. Suni, when that drops, make sure you let us know. We're going to do a post on the Wavy Seals Elite Instagram page to make sure you got the linked up and all that, and everybody can go and catch that song for you. Everybody that participated, y'all had some really great mixes tonight. A lot of good mixes got eliminated, but that's the name of the game, man. One more time for the Wavy Seals Elite. Sony, real quick before we get out of here, actually, go ahead, tell everybody where they can find you and follow you if they like your music.
Oh my gosh. You can find me. I'm probably the only Sunni that's darker skinned, but SUNHI_official. That's my IG. But this song will be dropped on the album, expected for May 27th. So I will let you guys know when that's closer to that date.
Right on, y'all. All right, y'all. Shout out to everybody. Hustle Boy G, right on. Thank you for tapping in. But we out of here now, man. We've been in here for a minute. Shout out to the Wavy Seals Elite. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to y'all on Twitch. We out of here. Wavy Seals Elite, stick around real quick. We're just going to do some housekeeping real quick so y'all can get to the mix for the Thursday Mix Challenge that we got kicking off tomorrow. So y'all stick around real quick. I'm going to end this live stream.